We'll go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Spirit Medium, Law and Mediumship and Messages. Here you can enjoy healing to happiness with exceptional, evidential and ethical spirit communications. Spirit medium Laura has been channeling spirit for over 30 years. She is a research medium and is featured as a top 100 psychic in America. Here is Spirit medium Laura now.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is a beautiful evening in mid to late October 2017. Hope everybody's getting ready for their Halloween experience. I know I am. I already did a seance. Actually, was it this weekend or the weekend before? I think it was 2 weekends ago. It was really, really wild. Anyway, a lot of fun. Anyway, this evening we're going to be doing readings after I go through a little bit of an introduction and a focus subject and also group message. And then when I get to the readings, I do other side connections before I do regular live questions. Just a little bit of information about that. There is a website for the show. It's called spiritmediumtv.com. That's spiritmediumtv.com. And there you can find a myriad of resources. The phone number to call in for the show is there, which I might as well say since I'm on that subject. Area code 347-945-5849. That will get you into the queue. You can also make a donation. I call it the 8 No Wait. If you have an urgent matter that just can't wait, donate 8 and jump the gate. That's item 2 on spiritmediumtv.com. Item 3 would be the 1, 2, 3. That's free, 1 to 3. That means 1/3 more time in a private session with me. And the instructions are at item 3 on Spirit Medium TV. And you can also watch a live video broadcast of this show. I am in front of a camera, not exciting. However, what is exciting is that you can join the webinar. And if you do, you get priority in the queue. So that's a little aside. So we have 2 ways to get priority in the queue. The first is to make a donation. The second is to jump into the webinar, which you can do at item 3 or 4 on spiritmediumtv.com. Just go there. It might have been reorganized a little bit from what I'm looking at. But on spiritmediumtv.com, you can find these resources. As well, you can join my mailing list, and you will get a lot of free gifts, including a free numerology report. And the information to do that is at spiritmediumtv.com. So tonight's focus subject, is about the law of attraction not working. It seems silly for me to even bring this up, right? How many of you have tried to get things in your life and you do your law of attraction things? Maybe it's a vision board, or maybe it's affirmations, maybe it's a rain dance, if you will, and nothing seems to happen. I remember when I was young, and I've been doing things related to manifesting for over 50 years. But when I was a young girl, I asked my mother if she could help me get better grades in school. So she got this crafty little look on her face. And she taught me how to do something which she learned from the Rosicrucians, which is a famous mystical, metaphysical teaching secret organization. So anyway, what she taught me, which is not so secret now because I'm going to tell you, is to stare, and this is an interesting technique. It's like self-hypnosis. Find a quiet time. You have about 15-20 minutes, and you will need a mirror. Stare into the mirror until all you see are the pupils of your eyes. This would indicate you're in a hypnotic state. And when you only see the pupils of your eyes for the next, 5, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, however long you can do this, but attempt to do it for at least 8 minutes. Stare into your pupils and visualize, daydream about your desired result. So my desired result was to get great grades in school, good grades in school. And suddenly I started to apply myself. It was like somebody lit a fire under me. I was so impressionable. You know, when you're young, you don't have any preconceived beliefs. You don't have any preconceived ideas about what you can do and what you can't do. So using this tool I just described on a person who doesn't have any idea about what is possible can be very, very effective. But more often than not, as we muddle through life, we hit walls, brick walls. We think to ourselves, gosh, I can't get this done. I can't get this thing. I can't find what I want. I can't manifest it, whatever it is. It's those times that I believe we're there in that situation to learn a lesson, to learn something, to heal an aspect of ourselves. So rather than think the law of attraction is not working, rather invite in the lesson. Invite in the lesson, literally in a prayer, perhaps say, dear God, if there's a lesson in this, let me get the lesson so I can move forward. Or, dear God, allow me to resolve the karma surrounding this issue. Something like that. When we're in the middle of something that's not working well for ourselves, there's a lesson to be had. When we get the lesson, then we get what we want. We have to heal ourselves, right? So all the work I do here in this radio show and in my private sessions with clients and the things I write have a lot to do with that healing, see? So if you're here to just get fortune telling, you may find that I talk a little bit more about what the underlying issues are, because it is my belief that we're not just little puppets. Our future is not just laid out for us. We have a part in this. Yes, we do set up some big things prior to being born, but for the most part, we're making choices and decisions as we go along. I'm debating whether or not I should bring in a story that just came through my life. If it has any, if it's going to add any value to what I just said. We always, well, the only thing I want to say is we always have the ability to change what we planned. It's not set in stone. So think of yourself in your day-to-day life as a person who's constantly making decisions. And if you change one belief system, you make one little different decision, all the other things change. Everything shifts like a huge kaleidoscope. So it's not a simple matter of what's going to happen to me. It's more a matter of what are your beliefs? Where are your blocks? How do we clear them? How do we clear them? And I do a lot of that kind of work. You might want to say I'm a spiritual healer, mediumship being a part of that, but more importantly, a clairvoyant healing protocol that I use with the chakras. And I do that on the show sometimes briefly, but I also do it in private sessions more in depth. And I think it's probably the best thing that I can do in service to the universe, to my particular purpose. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a brief prayer, energy connection, and then a group channeled message for you. And each message is coming in from the spiritual realm by spiritual entities. The ones that are coming in at this time are called the ones. And they are of a higher vibration that has to do with spiritual evolution. So everybody listening, if you would please sit back, uncross your arms and legs, and start to breathe abdominally, allowing yourself to gently let go and relax. Opening up to spirit, focusing in on what you need help with today, or if you're wanting another side connection, calling in your loved ones from the spirit realm, asking for help and healing in any aspect of your life you need. While you do that, I will go off and do the prayer. I'll be back in a second. And now on your next exhale of breath, if you would please release into your space your energy, I will connect us. One moment, please. Okay. Let's see what will come through as a message. We are here. We are the ones indeed. We have come in to speak about each of you and your specific vibration. The notes or the frequency at which you live your life is the note or the frequency that you will be attracting in. It is easy to find your particular chime, CHIME, or frequency. Simply look at your life. Are you attracting in things you want? Are you attracting in abundance? If you are, then your chime or your vibration will be at a higher frequency or frequency of joy. If you are not, if you are in cacophonic despair, in other words, out of sync with things, in other words, your particular note, your chime is more a cry to the universe for help, and it is expressed as discord, then you need to focus more on what you want and desire on a daily basis. We would call this the joy experiment. Take time each day to journal about that which you desire in your life. Then set up an affirmation, a mantra, and even a prayer for that specific thing that you desire. As you go throughout the day, if you would focus on the mantra and or focus on the affirmation and say the prayer, you will find that your life will start to become more harmonious. Your vibration and frequency will start to resonate with that which you desire. Follow the path that is before you, dear ones. Follow the frequency of the energy. You will know if you need an adjustment, if it is out of sync with your heart's desire. If so, you must pay attention to that which you want. Give it airtime. Think of it daily. Say it daily. Resonate its frequency, and you will find that your life will have a better pattern to it, a higher frequency, that of miracles. Namaste. Good. Okay, I'm going to go to the phone lines now. I'm going to go to Tammy, who's waiting for an other side connection, and then it will go to live questions. Donna is the first in queue for that. Tammy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, sweetheart. You know, it's so funny.
Good.
When I cleared the phone lines before I got on, everybody, and I don't know, as soon as I talked to Tammy, I knew she wanted an other side connection, but I felt a female to her. And she was asking for men, father figure, grandpa for her son, something to do with her son. And well, yeah, we'll hopefully get to that in a moment. But I also, but I don't know if this is related to you or why this happened. But after I closed the line with you, all of a sudden I saw a woman who's slender. She looks like she's aged a bit. Her hair is about shoulder length. It's a little scraggly looking. Looks like she had bangs that she might have moved off to the side a little bit. They're not real thick bangs on her forehead, but there seems to be something in that area where there would be bangs. And I also heard a name, Peggy, and she has a straight nose. Her eyes are round. Her skin is more advanced. Would you know, maybe not the name, but would you know anybody that fits that description? Not considering name, but would you know anyone that looks like that in your family?
Yes, that's my uncle's wife.
Okay. And is the name Peggy significant in any way through the family or friends, or anybody living or past?
Yes, my cousin and I were real close, and he's passed, and now his daughter and I are close.
Oh, okay, wonderful. Does that have anything to do
recently?
Does that have anything to do with the aunt that I just saw? Do they have to do with your cousin and all?
Yes, that's his mother.
Oh, interesting. Well, she wanted to come through to say a few things to you, and you may not be looking to talk to your cousin or her or whatever. But let's see where this goes, and then I will take your request. Okay, love. So here she is. She's very loving and
Okay.
very loving, sweet person, very gentle, real all-American looking to me. She's very
Right.
smart, very kind, very giving, very nice, very homespun, very homespun. I feel she's more of a suburban person, a real city slicker type. I'll see if I can get anything else on her, and then we'll move quickly into this. She says, I love you very much. I love everybody very much. I just want to send my regards. And she also says that she does have your father here. So she's trying to segue us over to your father. I also just want to say that it looks like there's something going on with her abdomen and also her chest area that would have been health related. It also looks like she would have had cancer or something that has a wasting away to it in her body or physically. She also says that she did die a bit earlier than the time she was normally. In other words, she died earlier than most people would. She says, now would you understand she died earlier, and would you understand cancer, please?
Yes.
All right. So let's now go.
All of it.
All right. She's a very good communicator. Okay. Let's see where we go with her. She says your father is here. Okay. Bring him in, please. Okay. Okay. Look, a male now steps into the spirit room, in the room I have opened up for them. And I get a deep voice and a strong physical presence. I don't know how to interpret that other than I just feel as he walks in the room, and he must have been like this on earth when he walked in the room, everybody noticed him. he made a strong entrance, a strong appearance. He also looks, he's showing me a vision of himself as having a huskier build and not really skinny, not fat, but just, he's a hunk. Dad had a build to him, if you will. Okay. He also shows me that he has, as his hair color, it looks like darker hair, earlier part of his life. I don't see it. I don't see the color as much as the fact it looks like it diminishes on the top of his head. So he has some thinning of hair as he gets older. Would you understand thinning of hair, please?
Right.
I also see that he's showing.
I'm describing exactly.
All right, perfect. He's a good communicator also. And you are very open energetically. A lot of times the messages are very good because the person receiving them on earth is clear energetically. He also shows me that he's wearing, he shows me a graduation cap, one of those things you wear when you graduate, the square thing. So that can mean a few things, right? It means either he went to school, he says graduate school. So he's educated. Would you understand that for Dad, please?
He got his college degree. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Bachelor's degree. Okay. It also could mean other
he was older in life.
Oh, so it is significant. Yay, Dad, good for you. Now, as I say that, I also get a name Peter. It doesn't have to be his name. It could be living or deceased. But all of a sudden that name pops in as well. I don't know if you know anyone with that name. Would you please?
Not off the top of my head.
His
family had a lot of initials they went by.
Oh, okay. Actually, what he's saying to me is kind of interesting. He says the Peter principle. So he doesn't mean to say.
I got it.
What was that, honey?
Okay. I get the Peter principle. Yeah.
Yeah. He wants to say it's not the name of somebody, it's the Peter principle he's talking about. It has something to do with his education. And he's going to bring it together for me. Okay. The Peter principle kept me alive longer than I thought on earth. In other words, rising to where I belonged in life and then getting further. He says the Peter principle didn't really work with me. In other words, I got somewhere in life, but then I had to go farther with schooling, and then schooling was moving beyond the Peter principle. So he hit a brick wall and then he moved beyond it. He shows me that he's got some kind of problem in the lung area that would have taken his health at the end. Would you understand that, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Coughing a lot, phlegm, spitting, throwing up even from the medicine they gave him was not an easy transition at all, he says, whatsoever. He says if he would have had to do it again, he probably would have left all that healing stuff, wouldn't have done it, he said, but he thought it would work, but unfortunately it did not really serve him well, and he got weaker as time went by. He also shows me that as he goes through that transition period, he does seem to hold a positive face to the world, even though he's crying on the inside. He's not complaining too much on the outside. Would you remember that, please? Yeah. He's very brave individual. He loves you very, very much. And he thanks you so much for asking. You said something about your son.
Yes.
Is he in spirit also, love?
No, I just
Okay, let's talk
I'm
about your
having
son.
troubles with him.
All right, let's go to your son then. He says, your father says, thank you very much for asking me to speak to you about your son. So let's go now to that. Dad, your son is a good son. He's not a bad son. He's a good son. Yes, he misbehaves at times. He does things he's not supposed to do. He is getting in trouble a lot these days, however, more than he used to. And it seems to be that there's a serious degradation in his well-being. I'll find out what he means by that. What do you mean by that, Dad? He's taking things into his own hands, not listening to other people more and more, and he's acting out. He's getting, it looks like he's doing something that's not really so great for his own well-being, but also seems to be misbehavior. Like, oh, let's see if Dad wants to say this. He's getting into trouble.
Right.
Really big trouble. And it's like take from the rich, give to the poor. He thinks he's Robin Hood. He says he's not going to get ahead in life that way. He's not going to get ahead in life that way. You really need to do something. He keeps using the word health, but I think he means mental health, to help clear him of this obsession with what he considers to be his work. It's not good for anyone. He's taking from others, and he's really not doing the thing he needs to do. He needs to grow up, and he needs to clear his mind of these values or ideas he has, which he seems to have gotten from other people, not you, but other people. He calls them friends. They're not friends. People he hangs with. This is a problem, a big problem. Now, do you want to get Dad's opinion on what to do? He already said to try to get him some kind of help mentally. Would this make sense to you, honey?
Yeah.
So far?
Yeah, so that's exactly what's going on.
What can we do, Dad, to help? Because it's not easy to get help to somebody who doesn't want it. I'm asking your father.
Right.
He wants to listen to you, but he doesn't know how. Okay, well, what can be done then if he has some desire to do good? He feels incompetent on his own. He feels that he doesn't know what to do that would be constructive, and so he takes the negative road, the lower road. If there were a way for you to get him into some kind of a rehab program where he would start to use his abilities constructively, his talents, his energy, his mind, everything constructively, then he would apply himself. He feels right now he doesn't have a choice because he doesn't know what to do. Okay? He feels like he's been beaten down by life, and he doesn't feel like there are any options available to him. So Dad is saying there are always options, and most of it has to do with retraining him for a career or a field that he can work in that would make him feel accomplished, like he's glowing, like he's a good person. Right now he feels like a bad person, and he's fulfilling that idea. Would that make sense, honey?
Yeah.
Okay. So if there's any way, Tammy, I'm coming back to you. Dad is standing here with us, but if there's any way, love, that you can get your son into some kind of a program where he starts to utilize his gifts, okay, utilize his talents. We all have talents and gifts. Constructively, it would help channel him in channel his energy away from destructive things into positive things.
Okay.
Okay. So that's your father's direction. Do you want to ask him anything, sweetie, before we go on to the next caller?
Yeah, how do I do that? How do I get him help when he won't take it?
Yeah, because I'm sure he won't. Dad? Let's see if Dad will say it. I may have to switch to a guide for this. Okay, let's see what Dad wants to say, or do I need to go to a guide, Dad? Your father's a very good communicator, too. He needs to take matters into his own hands. He needs to see it for himself. You can lead him to the answer, but then he needs to take the steps himself. I suggest that you suggest to him this can be done. Find the information, then give it to him, and then say prayer that he would use it. You cannot force him, obviously, but at least you can give him information. And I think, as his grandfather, that he will use it, because underneath it all, he's really frightened and doesn't want to go down the path that he has been going down. And he will use the information. So my answer to you is to gather up some information about some kind of training that he can take that will give him a career skill that he would like, and that if you leave him with that information, that he would utilize it eventually. That is what I think, my dear.
Okay.
Okay? And I love you very, very
Okay.
much, dear Tammy. Please take care of yourself and your family, honey. I send everyone my love.
Thank you.
Thank you, sweetheart. God bless, love. Bye-bye. Okay, good. All righty then. That was interesting. I'm going to go to Donna. Donna, how you doing, sweetheart?
Hello.
Hi, sweetie.
I'm okay. I'm
Good.
okay. I'm going to try to make this brief because I don't want to get drawn out like last time. So I am, as you know, I'm considering getting my master's, and I didn't know if I wanted to get mental health, but I'm considering moving to Orlando from West Palm Beach. That's like 3 hours away, 3.5 hours away, to attend Troy University to get my master's. So what I'd like to know is when you get a good feeling, or those, like problems ahead, because I have to move and then get probably rent a room up there. So do you see that working out for me all the way around over?
All right, let's see what I got. Now, I'm going to ask Spirit a question silently. Hold on for a second, Donna. You're afraid to do these things. See, it's a big, 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 big deal. Let me see if it would be successful. Hold on. I get a good on it. I get it would be successful. Okay. But I also want to add in that you're very intuitive. And just to prevent any glitches in our work together, that I need to get a read on how you feel about it, because that's what's going on between you and me. When I do readings for you, you're really nervous and scared, and there's a reason for that, because Spirit is trying to tell you something. You are very, very intuitive and very, very psychic, and they're trying to encourage you to use your own ability for yourself. But I get, without consulting with you, that this would work out for you. It is a big move, it's a big deal, right? It's like moving to Puerto Rico. It's a big deal, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it could be disastrous or not necessary. That's why I just wanted to get your idea. Like, I have my own, you're right, I do have my own, but I'm hoping they're not interfering, because I don't want them to. Because sometimes what I think, doesn't turn out to be right either. So I just like to get a second, maybe a third opinion and see what happens. So, because it's like, I gotta, what it is like to move, it's a big deal.
Huge. It's a huge deal. Absolutely. Let me see now if I get any problem. I know I'm gonna have to be a little careful about this with, because I didn't see the hurricanes. Hold on. Orlando for, is there any problem with this? Would she like it there? That's the main thing. I think you would like it. I get positives on it. I think you would like it. What you can do to make it a little bit less traumatic is always have a safety valve in case, the pull the plug valve. Like if it's not working out, if you don't like it, that you can always come back. Maybe figure out a way to do that you're not giving up everything, It's not like everything.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, no, once I do this, I'm going to have to stick it out. That's how I'm thinking. Because that's why I'm making such a big deal about, is it a good move? Because I just can't come back that easily. It's like, no, if it's not the right move or you get anything negative, I don't know. I'm going to take it into consideration. And I'm going to ask you what you see, of course, of why you don't think
What
it would be.
I see it as positive. I see that you're going to like it there. I see it that I'll give you some other reason, that something else I'm getting. You really don't like it in this area that much, and that you would enjoy the more, there's more things going on there. It's more active, okay? And that you would find it more stimulating for yourself. And I think that for you, that you would enjoy that more. So if that's not true for you, then that could be a way of us figuring out whether or not. I'm very wary of giving you messages because, as you can hear, the person I just read for, everything was correct. But in your case, when I connect with you, it's not always so correct. But so, do you feel that
Yeah,
this?
I find you're like 100% or off or on. I know. It's like sometimes you are like straight on. It's unbelievable. And then other times it's like, what? So you are right in that I'm not happy here, but the way I am, I know my personality. I'm just going to go up there to go to school. I mean, I don't really go out that much. I mean, so I probably won't. And that's not really why I'm going up there. I'm going there. I would be focused to graduate and, you know, get a job. That's my purpose, to go to Orlando and hopefully, you know, find a place to live in somebody's house that would be, you know, harmonious. That's what I'm hoping what will happen.
Okay. Well, again, I will honor what I'm getting, which is that you would like it there better. And that you would, even though you're not going to socialize, whatever, you would feel more at home there than you do here, because it's more of an urban setting versus what I get for here is a sense of, it's just like for you, a feeling of like vagueness, like it doesn't really resonate for you here vibrationally. So interpret that any way you want, but I still feel that way. Now I will look at the home situation. Would she be able to find a living situations compatible for her? Yes, you would be able to, near the campus. It looks.
Is it a man? Do you see me living with a man or a woman?
I see a woman. I see a woman.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Unless you've already found your man, but I see a woman there that's very, very compatible with you. Okay, so just be open. I mean, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, because you're in your driver's seat, so you got to be the one on the road driving the car. Okay, so you know, if you feel very nervous, follow your intuition before anything anyone else says to you. That's the most important thing to do. But I'm getting good. I'm getting good on it. I'm getting good on it. Okay, sweetie?
You're getting to go. Okay. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All righty.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, I'm going to go to Suzanne. Oh, actually, I have to go to Tonetta first, and then I'll come to you, Suzanne. Hey, Tonetta, what's going on, pretty? What's going on?
Hello, thank you for taking my call.
Absolutely. What can we do for you tonight?
Okay, my gut instinct told me to write a handwritten letter to Desiree. I did that on Wednesday of last week. And my gut instinct also said to put in the letter that, Desiree, you're going to be needing me sometime soon. And I will be here for you no matter what. Even though she's not talking to me for 4 months, my gut instinct just said to write that and to drive it over to her house. She lives out of town, and I put it in an envelope and put it in between her screen door and her door. Have not heard from her yet. Can you tell me what's going on and how is she going to need me? Because I'm concerned now.
How is she going to need you? Why? What do you mean?
I feel like there's going to be a situation that she's going to be in, and she's desperately going to need my help. And she's going to have to text me or call me and say, come get me, come pick me up, I need your help. There's going to be a situation.
Oh, somebody else must have told you that. All right, anyway, I do remember that I guess another psychic might have said that to you or something. Is that what you're thinking of with that? Never mind, don't worry, honey.
I can't hear you. You're breaking up. What were you saying?
Oh, okay. So let me just make your question succinct so I can focus. I'm going to go to a yes, no. Will Desiree contact me now that I placed the note in her screen door? I'm going to go for an answer on that, and it will give us, it'll start the process and we can delve in from there. Hold on. Will Desiree contact me now that she's given her a note on her door? Screen door? Yes or no? Yes, she will contact you. I get in the near future, within the next week or so. I see her talking to somebody, a family member or somebody very close to her. We're kind of weighing this whole thing, thinking about it, trying to figure it out with you. You know, should she, shouldn't she, will she, won't she? But I do feel that she will decide to go ahead and contact you. And I also get the timeline of a week. So that's what I'm getting on this. Now, I also want to say that I see a house. This is for validation, honey, okay? I see a house that it looks like it's made of brick. It looks like it has a staircase in the front and a white kind of door to it with the screen door. It looks, could be 1 or 2 stories. I can't really see that. Would that have any resemblance to where she lives, please?
She lives in an old farmhouse.
Okay. Would it have any
It
bricks?
has a porch, there's a screen door, but I don't see any brick. It's siding and stuff.
All right, we'll leave that alone then. Would she live with anyone, like an older woman or a younger person that's male?
No, she lives by herself.
Then she's going to be discussing it with some other people. They may not live with her. They may live in this other location that I just saw. So even though I'm not seeing her house, this building may still exist, but you wouldn't know about it. Do you know if she talks to her mother a lot?
It's a big fight. Her mom has multiple sclerosis.
All right. And what about, does she have a son or a younger brother?
She does have a son, and he's 18, and she does have a brother who is younger, yes, a couple years younger, yes.
All right. So what I'm seeing is her maybe discussing it with her family a little bit and thinking it through, even though she may not get along with her mother all the time, and she might have brought it up. Because, you know, there's always times you do get along. And I do feel she's going to call you soon. So, let's see what happens, but that's what I'm getting. And that's all I can say, really. Okay.
Okay. Well, I hope the phone call goes well. I hope we can get this straightened out and ironed out.
All right. Well, let's see what happens, honey. That's the answer I'm getting, love. Thank you, love. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to Suzanne. Hold on. I accidentally opened 862. 862 area code. I'll get you in a minute, honey. Suzanne?
Yes, hi. Thanks for taking my phone call.
Sure. And what can Spirit do for you this evening? Or
I applied for a bus job and I took the physical on Thursday and the drug test. That's going to all pass. But when do you see them calling me to start? And what do you see? I'm trying to go online to get dates and stuff. Do you see any of them calling in a relationship?
so you're saying that you were hired, but you just want to know your start date. Is that what you're asking me?
I took the course that I had to take, and I took the physical and the drug test. Now I'm just waiting to do fingerprinting and see when I can start.
So that, to me, I'm asking you a question. Does that mean you're hired? Yes, it does mean you're hired. So let's look at this start. All right, let's go to that, honey. We're in October already. October 23rd.
Physical last Thursday.
Okay.
So it should be in.
Well, it's not going to be that far out. I know this may sound a little odd, but for some reason or other, I get the third week of November, which is Thanksgiving week.
Be a long time.
Yeah, well, that's what's lighting
I'm
up.
looking to start like this
Well, that's what I'm
or
getting.
the
All
latest next week.
right. Well, do you know other people getting started this week or next week? Do you know that it's possible to?
I'm going to call them tomorrow and see if they got the physical. If they got the physical, I just have to take the fingerprint, and that only takes a couple of days, and they're done.
You did. You didn't do the fingerprint yet. Okay.
It takes a couple of days.
Okay. So a couple of days here, a couple of days there. We're already at the end of this month and into November. So I feel it's going to be November. If it's not the third week, it could be a little sooner, but I can only tell you what I'm getting. And you're asking for a second opinion, my opinion, from Spirit. And that's what I'm getting, sweetheart. But I do feel that you will get it and that you will like it and you will feel very, very good when you're in the position. Like you're doing something that's constructive with your time. And it's going to be stimulating for you. So that's what I'm getting, honey. Is there anything else that you asked at the end of it? Because I think you asked something else.
About love life?
Oh, is she going to have a love life? Yes or no? Or is it going to be somebody coming back in from the past? Past, no. Future, yes. Hold on. Suzanne 631. Love life. Yes. On. Yeah, you feels like you already know somebody, or this person's just right on the cusp of coming in. Have you, it looks to me like you have been dating recently, and that there is somebody you recently met that you like very. You had
I'm going on dates, yeah.
Yeah, there's somebody you met recently you really, really like, and I think that he's going to become more important in your life as time moves forward. It's very recent.
I haven't met anybody that I really liked yet.
Okay, well, that I'm seeing a man. Well, then if you haven't met him yet, look for this person because he's right around the bend. Maybe you've already contacted him in some way, but you haven't met him face to face. He's got a huskier build. He's got a ruddy complexion, a bit of pinkness to the skin. Also, he has dark hair. And there's something about him. He's very friendly, very fun, good sense of humor. I see you kind of going out to eat with him to a restaurant. I see like wood all around. That's what I'm seeing for you. And that would be a significant relationship. So if you haven't met him yet, then you might be already in contact.
I texted somebody that looks like that today, but I'm waiting for them to call. I gave them my number.
Oh, perfect. It looks like that one could be very important. Let's see how that works out. Okay, darling? All right, honey.
Sounds good. Well, I hope the job before then.
All right, well, let's say a little prayer and hope for that. Okay, love?
Thank you.
Thank you, honey. Bye. Okay, I'm now going to 862. Hello, 862.
Hi, Laura. How are you?
I'm good. And who are you?
This is Jackie.
Hey, Jackie. How you doing today?
Hey.
Hey.
I'm just got a lot going on at once. I always do, but you know, I'm trying to get things in order, and I just want to see if anything comes through.
Okay. Do you have a specific question, love?
I want to move forward with things, but I need my family support, immediate family.
So you want me to
Yeah,
ask if
boy.
your family will be supportive of you? Let me see what I get.
Yes.
Jackie 862. Yes or no, please? I'm asking Spirit. Just relax, love.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, everybody's going to cooperate this time around. It feels like there've been a few failures in this effort, so to speak. But I feel that whatever it is that you're wanting to do, they are understanding it's important and they kind of are in agreement. I get two bits of information. The first is that your idea about moving forward is very practical, whereas before it was not viewed as practical. That's one thing, or that whoever was around you didn't really support you in the effort or think it was the right thing to do. But I also get something else, that the people around you, your family, as you said, were not able to support you. They didn't have their act together either. So it's a combination of two things. One is whatever you're thinking of doing now seems to be the right thing to do, and other people are viewing it that way, and they're more ready to help you with this now in terms of being cooperative. I feel that there's a younger person around the house that needs to be more, do his chores, so to speak, and do his homework and, not cause a lot of problems, so to speak, be cooperative. One of the things I see. And then there's also an older person in the home, feels like perhaps a mother or a father or some kind of parental figure that also needs to be more cooperative. It looks like a male, and he's been very difficult personality-wise. Would this make sense to you, please?
Yes, it does.
All right.
Yes, it does.
The older male is going to help you a lot this time. I almost feel he's repentant, like, oh my God, I didn't support my Jackie in this, and I see the error of my ways. I see him being repentant and being helpful. It's hard for him. I see he seems to have some kind of frailty to his physique, if you will. It makes it hard for him to really cooperate. He's short of temper at times. He's kind of fussy, difficult to get along with, this and that. And he needs a lot of attention, if you will. But I see he wants to, so he sees the reason to help you. So all in all, it's all going to work out well for you, sweetheart. And Spirit is applauding you at your bravery to continue to pursue that which you want, to get your life in a better space. And you will be supported by Spirit as you move forward in this effort. Do not be afraid of taking the chance and moving forward. Do it. You will be supported. Okay?
Okay.
All right, love. Thank you so much for calling in, Jackie.
Thank you for taking my call.
Sure, my pleasure, honey. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, we're going to 631. Hello, 631.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, and your name is?
Hi.
Hi, and your name is?
Oh, this is Christine.
Hey, Christine. How you doing?
Oh, good. How are you?
I'm good, honey. Very good. So go ahead and ask your
Good.
question, love. Go ahead and ask your question.
Okay. I recently picked two, well, I have an idea of two surgeons that I'd like to use for some reconstructive surgery that I need done.
Okay.
And the question is, do you think that I've made the right choice with these two?
Okay. I'm just going to start with a real simple yes or no. Did she make the right choice?
Okay.
Spirit? Yes, you did. You did your homework. You did your due diligence. One of them feels like he's been referred to you, so to speak. In other words,
Yes.
somebody that you know referred him to you, and then you got the other guy through him, so to speak, as if they all work together
Yes.
and they know each other. This
Yes.
is okay. Good. So this is a very good move for you. We as your guides are glad that you're finally doing this. It will make your life a lot easier. You will feel a lot better about yourself, and it will be a success. It will not cost.
Oh, good.
It will not cost as much as you fear it will. In other words, nothing unexpected, and you will have the means to provide for it financially. It's something that you deserve and you need very badly, and you will have it.
Wonderful. Oh, that's really good news.
Yeah. It's almost
Oh,
like
thank you so much.
Yeah, sweetheart. God bless, and enjoy the healing, okay, honey? You deserve it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Laura.
You're welcome.
Have a great night.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I'm going over to 404 area code. Let's see who's here. Hi, who's at this number 404? Who am I talking with?
Hi, my name is Shanithia Harding. My birthday is 3/3/1994. My boyfriend, well, my ex-boyfriend's birthday is 11/25/79. We recently just had like a real bad breakup. And I'm just so confused. Like, he just gave up on the relationship, and I'm just kind of like a little hurt about it. Like, how do you see him feeling or about our relationship right now?
Okay, I don't use birth dates, but anyway, thank you. What is your name again? I couldn't hear it, honey.
Harding.
Shanithia. That's all I want, Shanithia. Oh, Harding is good to know. And his initials, please.
Okay, Jonathan.
Okay, JJ. Let's go see what's going on with JJ. He's a problem. Woo! All right, let me see if I can get him. You're a good person. You're very kind, and very loving, very caring. Seems like you're always you're very giving. Like I could see you doing things like laying out, like getting a house nice for him, or doing a dinner for him, or you do a lot of nice things for him that are rather domestic, and he likes that. He does like that. Let me just go to whether or not you're going to get. You said you're asking if you'll get back together. Is that what you're asking, love? Honey, your voice is all muffled. I don't know why. Maybe you need to find the mic better. Okay. Hello?
Hello.
Yes. What are you asking if you get back together with him, honey? Is that what you're asking, love?
Yes, do you see him contacting me or like making any effort to apologize for me?
All right, let me see. He will. I do get a yes on this. But keep in mind, this man is difficult. He is difficult. He's got a very strong temper, a very strong will, likes things his own way. You've been very kind to him. You've gone out of your way to please him. You're always setting up things nice for him. And still, feels like he has tantrums every now and then, like anger things. But you will be hearing from him. But be aware that how he comes off psychically from a different, not your eyes, but spirit's eyes, is he's a very difficult person to get along with, very demanding, and asks a lot of you. And you're very kind and very sweet and very giving. So even though he does call you again, it may not be the most happy relationship in the future. I'm going to look at that for a second, and then we'll sum it up. I don't like to be the bearer of bad news, but I do like to be the bearer of true news. So let's see what we get with him. JJ Tishanithia, will he be good to her in the future? Yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. Well, this is what I see. He's a man who, when he loves you, it's fantastic. But you got to do everything his way for him to love you. So it's a very demanding relationship for you, but I think you are up to it. And if he were any other way, you wouldn't respect him as much. In other words, you like a strong man. You like a strong man. So I get a yes on. I get a yes on this for the future. When will he contact you? Not very soon, though. Let me just see where that goes. When? May take a few more weeks. Let me see what exactly I can get. Because right now I feel he's very busy, but he will be contacting you, I think, by the second week of November. Meanwhile, keep yourself busy, do a lot of different things, go out with friends, have fun, maybe the Halloween thing or whatever. Keep yourself busy, but I do feel he will be contacting you soon. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Wait 1 second, honey. When, Spirit?
Okay.
He wants to talk to you very soon. So I get shortly. Shortly could be anywhere from 1 week to 3 weeks. So that's what I'm going to say, 1 to 3 weeks. Okay?
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, darling. God bless, honey. Thank you so much for calling in.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, honey. Okay, we're at the end of the show now. I just want to remind everybody, if you do want a private session with me, just go to booklaura.com. And if you place radio show in the event code field, you will obtain a third more time free than that for which you pay. Have a great evening, everyone. Namaste.
Blog